Alright. Y'all live already?
Yep.
Okay.
All right. Left like about to come with it.
Yeah, these motherfuckers is loud today, man. Got the music blasting and
They
everything.
gotta talk loud, man. I'm about to see if you send me out. Hear my voice come out loud. Look, he about to hear anything.
Yeah.
They coming to kill you too. You collateral damage. Already? Yep.
Yeah.
Already loud.
Yeah.
Shalom, shalom, Yashua Allah, Hebrew Israelites, Tulsa, Oklahoma. Once again, out here prophesying the downfall of Babylon the Great. First things first, giving all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rahakadash. Pedro Hebrew tongues, correct names of Heavenly Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Shalom to you sisters and brothers, like it's true. And shalom to the brothers and sisters listening and studying for themselves approved. Shalom. Hey, come out and talk to today. Hey, this sword is being sharpened. He is about to come on with it. Right now, he's getting all this legislation set up. Everything's being set up because they know they got World War III looming on them. So what they're gonna do is we're gonna attack the public people before I got to deal with those foreign, threats. I'm gonna go ahead and get my people in order. Go ahead and get everybody regulated. Get everybody putting, they little centers, and basically, like me and I could talk before we open up camp. They about to take out the middle class. It's going to be rich and poor. And, they're going to put Yashua all in the poor category. All of us. They're going to have, what's right, what they did right now, they got 87,000 special agents at the IRS about to be set up. They're training right now with their guns. And they got to be used with deadly weaponry and able to use it. And then at the same time, they're training IRS agents. They have a thing they just about to pass. Joe Budden about to sign it. It passed through Congress called the Inflation Reduction Act. And the Inflation Reduction Act, anybody that makes under $400,000 are going to be on the stricter audits. They're going to audit the mess out of you. Basically, when I look at it, they're going to get rid of all privately owned businesses. Anybody that owns a business, got a little change on, maybe you got a little $250,000 put up, they coming for you, man. They ain't coming for the rich. The rich ones putting this plan in. They coming for the poor and the needy. Which I'm about to open up our preacher precept. This is Psalms 37:14. The wicked have drawn out the sword and have bent their bow to cast down the poor and needy, and to slay such as be of upright conversation. So the wicked right now, they drawing that sword out, man. They getting that military tuned up. Like me and Octopo Camp, they're doing military drills in Texas. What'd you say? What's the other state?
Like close to New York. I can't really remember the state it was in. It was somewhere close to New York area.
Okay, close to New York, Texas, and they're doing it in the dark. Part of the military, they got to do everything in the dark. Load their gun in the dark, load the truck in the dark, because they're going to shut the lights out. When they shut the lights out, be in the dark, they're going to put on their night vision, and they're going to snatch up everybody that's on their list. They're going to snatch up, like the scripture said, those that be of upright conversation. Everybody that, like all you that watch the lessons, us that do the lessons, man, they already looking for us, man. And Lord willing, y'all about y'all make it work. They be very unsuccessful on their raids. I say he's about to do a raid. He about to, like what does UN say? We got to stop these deadly conspiracy theories. So any truth going out, he's all got to smother it because it's messing up his plans, man. He's trying to institute a system where there's a one world government and a world currency. And he's having problems getting off the ground because the prophecy's out, we calling it out. And with us calling it out, pushing out that righteous vibration, everybody's seeing his plans. Edomite see it, your little country redneck see it, even them liberals, them old liberal democratic people, even they waking up like, man, they right. We got to do something about that. So now he like, God dang, I used to be able to put something on the news and they go right to it. Now I got to down there get him a piece of candy. Like, here, I give you $500 if you drink some orange juice, or you can go in the lottery, or I'll give you some fries, or I'll give you a donut. Now they gotta give an incentive. And now that ain't even work. People like, man, that ain't worth nothing. I ain't doing that. So now this devil like the scripture said, he got to pull that sword out. He got to force you. Because Revelation 36, he says he forces all. Where it says he calls of all. Calls of going to force. How you going to do that? Like, I watched a little clip. Dude was like, man, you like having your bank account? He was like, what you mean? He's like, hey, you better do this or else, you can't get your bank account. So and then look, like I just said earlier, them IRS raids, that's what they gonna do. They gonna freeze your accounts, kick the dough in. And like me and you was talking earlier about y'all with the IRS, they don't probably have to have search warrants and things of that nature. They probably already got legislation where they can just, they got the right to just go up in your spot.
They don't have to get a jurisdiction from the judges because if you owe money, that gives them jurisdiction right there.
So they get the right to just go up in, and they're gonna be doing like you gonna think you done sold drugs or so they're gonna do like drug busts. They gonna blah, get down, and then look when they kick in Yashwala's door, you know what they gonna do? That's gonna be extermination squads. It's like he was being belligerent, he was resisting.
Right.
He got a gun. They la 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 la.
And
Gonna put on the news. No agents were harmed.
You can be thinking that it ain't got nothing. You can probably owe $30, and that could be a small amount, but the IRS can still kick down your door for that little $30 that you owe in taxes.
That's what they want. I say if you owe like 25 cents,
yeah,
they coming in your door.
Right.
Because really they coming in your door to really seek your life. Because they got to cut our numbers down. We're not going to abortion clinics like we used to. We're not smoking crack like we used to. We ain't smoking meth like we used to. We get jobs. We doing better. And they like, and then we look, all right, then gets back. A lot of us know we Hebrew Israelites. Like, oh shit, we gotta clean that clock, Wilson. We gotta go in there to knock them off, man. If I be like, his son doing better than my son. My son smoking meth. This son, getting his degree, moving up the corporate ladder. You look at Joe Butthead's son, he in there weighing up crack, man. That dude about to die. He's smoking crack. He up there arguing with a hoe how much crack he got on this scale. That's not there too. Like, why you ain't going after him? You just see his son is in possession of crack. I seen multiple videos of his son having possession of crack. Nothing happens. That part like scriptures, he's not in danger as
other men, Psalm 73 and 5.
Yeah, then Chuck Carson was like, dang, Joe Biden can smoke his crack in style. This dude in a 5-star hotel keeping the crack pipe in his mouth. All on the social media. So that shows, man, Esau's the damn devil. Their seed is spoiled. They see the spoiled. Like last night, I was saying, man, hey, they got all kind of like Edomites rolling out down north. Cracked out, messed out. You got projects full of Edomites. And see, like the precepts say, man, Esau know he got to get everything on the books, man. So now he signed a lot. Hey, Joe Butthead is signing a lot, like you said, a lot of executive orders, a lot of bills going into play, and they all got like unrighteous decrees about it. They're all like snares and traps. Because he just signed the CHIPS Act. Anybody who watches know what that's about. You know what that's about. And it has a provision for science. And these are big bills.
And you just told me about that CHIP Act earlier, because I was thinking back in March, he signed what is it called, Executive Order, 14067. That's what it's called, Executive Order 14067. That's how you know Esau operate, because that 14067 was the order where they actually given access to the to that, what it leads up to that CHIP Act, just like the doctor said. So they gradually, they started in March.
He signed it, I want to say last week or the week before last. And that's, look, $280 billion. That's a lot of money, y'all, Shirley. And not to help you deal with inflation, not to give you no stimulus check, not to give you no relief, no programs, none of that. Hey, I bet you my bottom dollar, at least $80 billion of that is to arm up the military force to enforce the CHIPS Act, And then they can sign the Inflation Reduction Act, which ain't doing that to me. I look like the People Reduction Act, really what it should have said. And that was $740 billion. So you think about that plan and this plan, that's over $1 trillion right there. With just two things signed. So I don't want to hear that. They always tell you, oh, we ain't got no money, we broke. Oh, I can't help you out, you know what I'm saying? But they sign all kinds of money for, for their needs, for what they want. And all that stuff is coming to do is oppress you, man. That's coming to attack you, man. They arming that sword up. They make sure that military got everything they need. They got their state-of-the-art night vision, state-of-the-art weaponry, good trucks, good Apache helicopters, make sure they got fuel, they got food. Man, all that stuff is to sharpen that sword, man. And like Esau, what I see he gonna do, he not gonna go out there and fight Russia and fight China. Nah, he gonna attack his own people first. He about to get them in order.
Got a quick one. This is Ezekiel 21. I'm gonna start at 9. It says, "Son of man, prophesy and say, thus saith the Lord. The Lord said, a sword is sharpened and is as furbished." verse 10, it is sharpened to make the sword slaughter. It is furbished that it may glitter. And that glitter goes into, hey man, that's the blood that's going to be shed upon it. It says, should we then make mirth? It is continued to the rod of my son, and as every tree. Verse 11, and he have given it to be furbished, that it may be handled. The sword is sharpened, and it is furbished to give to the hand of the slayer, man. Who's the slayer? The slayer is Esau, Edom, man. The left hand of the Lord. That's why he gave him that sword in back in Genesis 27. You got it out.
Yeah, and I like how that priestess said it's furbished. When something is furbished, you know, that means it's perfected, it's sharpened up, and it's ready, you know, to, like the precept said, it's ready to be in the hand of the slayer, man. Esau about to lay out lots of bodies right now. And right now, they're already done putting out articles talking about most people at harm, most people in the monkey business are Latinos, African Americans, and Native Americans. I'm like, dang, you just mentioned all the tribes right there, Esau. So that's it. Esau's now backing up, you know, the statements we're putting out there, man. So now you can tell who the real men are. And like all them black only Hebrew Israelites, why is he worried about the Hispanic and the Native Americans as well? I know every time Esau puts something out for the people he says at a disadvantage, it's always them three groups. Them three groups make up the nation, all 12 tribes of Israel. And Esau know that. So Esau gonna look to knock off the Hispanic community, African American community, and the Native American community. He already know where he at. He gonna go to the ghettos, the reservations. He gonna go to wherever all and that's another reason why he's scared. He's looking at the northern tribe, the Hispanic tribe. They're buying everything up. You know, and right here in Tulsa, Oklahoma, you go to the east side, we call that Little Mexico.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, that's Little Mexico.
Yeah, they got a little small section for them Asians, but hey, they got their whole part on lock.
Yeah, and Esau see that, and that's got him scared. He's like, dang, they making numbers, children doing good. They out here like he looking at the shit. They the ones, you know, concrete my fence, cut my yard, build my house. You know, I'm putting money in his pocket. His little ones doing good. You know, they eat good, food trucks everywhere. That's why they got like 3 quick trips out there. They're trying to keep their flea market. You know, flea market popping. You know, so they look at the northern tribe and they get scared. Like, they doing what we did in the 1920s, man. And we got cameras, so he can't just bomb that with his military, which you better do that again. 1920s about to happen again. All these acts they done put into place, they're about to go ahead and bomb and use the military to take out everything that Yasharal is building. They like, man, they coming up too quick. If you look at east side of Tulsa, it's spreading out. They spreading out.
Yeah,
they buying up everything. Tire shops.
They going.
Eateries.
They migrating South Tulsa right now.
Yeah,
I see them out there too. They got food trucks out there right now.
And I remember I took a trip to Denver. When you go to Denver, like where the stadium is at, the Denver Bronco Stadium, man, that mug is in Little Mexico. Hey, they got a whole block of Denver, man. North Tribe taking over, Spanish taking over. So this devil, we probably doing that in every city too. So this devil seeing that, and he's afraid, man, because he know he got a short time. He know he's over with, man. Plus, they number one in abortion. That's why they peel back. Like, oh no, man, when that happened, you know? Then they see their children doing these drugs, doing fentanyl. They overdosing on fentanyl right now. So.
We just had a recent fentanyl bust right here in Tulsa, right here.
A big one?
Yeah, it was a big one, yeah.
11 pounds?
Yep.
I'm like, damn, 11 pounds? You know?
And he had some grams of meth too.
Yeah, a lot.
Yeah.
He had a lot. Yeah, that was a big bust, man. That you know, they doing that to do what? Save Esau, because that's who most likely gonna buy that. They can't really afford fentanyl like that. He over there still talking about some crack rock.
Yeah.
You know? To smoke some K2.
I got a quick one right here to go in further. This is Psalm chapter 64. I'm going to start at verse 1. It says, hear my voice, O power, and my prayer, preserve my life from the fear of the enemy. And it says, verse 2, it says, hide me from the secret counsels of the wicked, from the insurrections of the workers of iniquity, who whet their tongue like a sword. Woo. I'm going to read that again. Who whet their tongue. The word wet, W-H-E-T. It means sharpen. Okay, who whet their tongue like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even bitter words. They that may shoot in secret at the purpose, suddenly do they shoot at them that fear and fear not.
Well, now they say shoot at them that fear and fear not. So that's all J. 2/3 and the whole elect believers. You know,
that's on people.
God, You know, so they about to come, hey, collateral damage. They coming for everybody. And like I said, hide me from the secret council. We know what they talk about in the meetings. We know what's going on. We know what these devils got on the books. That's why we're laying it to the sheep right now.
That's why you said when they do things in the dark right now, because they trying to create all these distractions just so they can have them secret meetings, and then they don't think Yasser is not paying attention.
Exactly, like Trump getting raided. That's the psyop to distract you. Football about to start up.
Right.
You know, all kind of things. Ain't nobody paying attention to these acts they sign. Ain't nobody looking into that. Those things are gonna be big and heavy in the coming months. Like Joe Butthead said earlier, Operation Dark Winter. I feel like through the spirit that's about to go down this winter. Because all the legislation's in place.
He said something about December 15th, I believe. Well, he said something about that CHIP Act is probably gonna be it ain't gonna be enforced, but they're gonna put it out on the market by December 15th.
See?
Something about that.
So everything is in play, man. And like they said right there, hide me from the secret council of the wicked. You know, the wicked who work iniquity. That's talking about Esau, man. And like everything, like they say, wet his tongue like a sword. There goes his legislation. His unrighteous decrees, his law. They putting it on the books. They put it for Esau to do something. Notice he always put in the law first. That way he can feel right doing it. What's that manifest destiny? Right. So he put in the law where if you owe 20 cents in taxes, I have the right to kick your dough in. I put this in the law. If you're a citizen of the United States of America, you got to take this device, and then while you at it, you got to sip on some orange juice. You know, all that on the book.
Back you up, Isaiah 10:1. Woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and that write grievous which they have prescribed.
You got it now. You hear that? Unrighteous decrees and write grievous to prescribe, man. The stuff they about to do, you about to be angry because they'll say that's unconstitutional. That's against my rights.
Yeah, verse number 2. To turn away the needy from judgment and to take away the right from the poor of the people. The windows may be the windows may be their prey. The widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless.
Ooh, hear that? The widow shall be the prey. Who the widow going to? They going to Yasharala.
Right.
You know?
More than likely, though, those widows are the single parent households as well, too.
Mm-hmm. And then, like, on the, looking at it from, you know, the biblical aspect, we're the widow.
Yeah.
Because we don't have the husband. Yahweh Shai is not here in the physical no more. So that's showing you right there that they specifically want to attack Yasser Allah. You know? Specifically, that's what they want to do. That's precept. Read that again. That was on point.
It says, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees and that write grievousness which they have prescribed, to turn away to turn away the neediness of to turn away the needy from judgment, and to take away the rights from the poor of my people, that the widows may be prey, and that they may rob the fatherless.
You know, and what I want to bring up on that, he said take away the rights of the poor. That's what these new unrighteous decrees are going out doing. They're about to take away, like, you know, the proud Jake 2/3, like, my rights, I got rights. I'm an American, man. They doing away with that. And you ain't even paying attention. You don't even know they doing away with that. That's why I said, just like that one even got did. They gonna talk all that noise, think they got rights. Hey, Esau you gonna load them up and light them up. Only right you got now is the right to death, man. You know what I'm saying? How he get belligerent, you know? And then they gonna put on the news, ain't nobody gonna care, man. Because they gonna say that was the law.
When you say that unrighteous decree, anybody that's under 400,000, making 400,000 a year, they gonna put
more audits on it. So for audits, anybody that make under $400,000, you know, a year, the audits is coming after you. So they're not even attacking the rich who are doing all this messed up stuff, who evade taxes. Most of your tax evasion come from the rich, man. We really want to think about it. Like, what the hell, Esau? So the people that's barely getting by, because they just put that mark at 400,000. Really, that's the middle class on down. Because you had about $250,000, you consider the middle class. You know, we make about 6 figures. Really, they gonna come stiffly after the poor, though. Like, if I'm barely making $30,000, $40,000 a year, you're gonna come attack me because I done filed a tax return about 5 years ago. Or I owe $2 to the state. So you about to take my dough in and, you know, and lay me out. You know, then you're gonna look our way. You ain't took no orange juice, you ain't drunk no orange juice. So we really got to lay you out. You put public health rate.
Yeah, I know. And that precept, they're gonna go in with that. This is Psalm 64:5. And it said, they encourage themselves in evil matter, they commune, lay ensnared privately, they say, who shall see them? They search out iniquity, they accomplish a diligent search, both the inward thoughts of every one of them in their heart is deep. And see, right here, it says they encourage themselves in the evil matter. By them laws, they giving the power to the IRS. They giving guns to them, and they encourage them to go out and do those and to go out and raid the poor and needy. And it said they commute and lay snares privately. They established that they established the laws and legislation in private by their secret council. And it said they say, who shall see them? Okay, Yasharala is seeing them. Y'all shall see them, but our people still not gonna be able to see. They ain't gonna see this coming. All right. And in verse 5, oh no, Salaki said verse 6, and it said they search out iniquity. Okay, they always lurking, they mark it every step. They always try to find a way to bring Yasharala down. All right, and it said they accomplished a diligent search. All right, so they looking at every detail on how to bring Yasharala down, and that's one of the details right there. The octane, $400,000. Anybody making under $400,000 a year is gonna be the ones that getting outed by the RAS, the ones that who they also funding with those guns. All right, and it said both the inward thought of every one of them and the heart is deep. So this is deeper than all those chaos. It's deeper than the entertainment and so on and so forth. They accomplish that diligent search. You got it out.
Yeah, and I like a good example of them laying them traps, privily, is the PPP loans. They been talking about that. A lot of people, Jake that signed got that PPP loan, thought he was balling, getting away. Hey, with this new legislature that signed, every Jake that signed that PPP loan, and if you ain't paid that sucker back, hey, they coming for you. They coming for you. And like that was a trap laid right there, man. They came with their little scenario, the demic. And then like Jake, they let Jake have it easy. All you gotta do is sign up for it. You get a good 25,000, 50,000. A lot of Jake took advantage of that. Remember that Aki?
Oh,
Jake
yeah.
Jake came to me talking about sign up for one. I said, no, man, because that word loan at the end turned me off. So I'm glad I said no. A lot of Jakes went and got that, man. They thinking that was free money or something like that. And now that act is about to reel in. All them Jakes that got the PPP loans, hey, they say if you don't pay that back, that's 10 years minimum.
I got something bad. Both of y'all up. Psalms 140 and 3. And it says that they sharpen their tongues as a serpent, poisons of vipers is under their lips. Salah. So hey man, them all them different laws, hey man, that's them sharpening their tongues, man. Because they got to speak those fucking laws into they got to speak them first, and then they write them down, and then sign them into legislation. So they sharpening their tongues with these fucked up unrighteous decrees and aim them towards Jake, which is like poison to Jake. Because at the end of it, Jake is gonna fall from it. They're gonna get killed. They're gonna be dead, or they're gonna be in prison, which is the same.
Man, that's a good point, man. Very good point. And I got one too. Hey, Shalom, Jeremiah Gabar. It's Jeremiah Gabar. Shalom, Mighty Hawk right there, man. Y'all subscribe, and follow that, bro. This is Psalm 37 and 32. The wicked watcheth the righteous and seeketh to slay him. Hey, they watching us right now, man. So they watching, like I just said earlier, they watching Jake's every move. Oh, Jake over there open up a business. Oh, Jake over there, kids doing good. Oh, Jake ain't doing no drugs. Like, so they watch Jake every move. Scrutinize, they probably all in our phone records, all in our bank accounts,
They go back to the precept he just read. They search out a diligent search.
Con. So they watching the righteous, which goes into, Yasharala, particularly the hopeful elect. And these devils, man, they doing what? They seeking to slay us. Get rid of us. We doing too good right now. The devil don't like that. Like, we coming up. So this devil was coming with the unrighteous decrees, so he can go ahead and jump on Jake and try to justify it through his law. That's what the devil about to do. That's why he creating all these scenarios, these pestilences he throwing out there. That's a distraction too. He throwing these pestilences out here. Everybody all scared. I don't want the monkey business. Right. Or, it's a new thing going out. They got a new sub thing going out. And they throwing out, they got a new one in China. They made it over here. Yeah, it's called Langa. They got the Marburg, which is in Africa. They got them all out there, man. All on the books, man. It's all a distraction. Like, look over here while I sign this. And then once I sign it, I got troops at your door. You didn't even know I was coming. Like, it didn't hit you like that. So, like I said, the wicked watch the righteous, man. They, like I said, they all in our business, man. They know what we doing. They watching, man. Like right now, they watching our live streams. Watching these living waters going out. That's how they know we got this upright conversation going, and we don't figure out who we are. And that is very detrimental to his kingdom. Because we crying out to who? We crying out to Yahweh. They know when Yahweh show up, that's a wrap. That's it. Ain't no negotiating. Ain't no I'm gonna pay a little something here. Or now I want to get on reparation. Nah, man. It's gonna be straight get down and lay down. And you going on that auction block. And the devil know that. And see, he rules with Yahweh being in the dark, not knowing who we are, thinking we black African Americans, and just chasing after his system, being in sin, being in iniquity. He rules like that. So what breaks his kingdom up? What breaks that establishment? Us getting back righteous, us getting back the laws and commandments, us getting back in our culture. That right, and then like once you in your culture and you got the true light, which is Yahweh Shai, and you got prophecy, the mystery of the kingdom of heaven, the devil can't play games with you. Then he can't fool you. Cause like use this devil, man. I notice his number one asset is deceit and us being foolish and running right into his system. With us being woke, we ain't sleep no more. Now this devil like now he don't want to use the sword. He want to use his deceit to keep everything going. Cause this devil really ain't confident in his sword no more. Because he see us get back to Yahweh Shah. And these elites, they know how much power that is. They know what that's bringing. So they rather we just be dumb and follow after him and eat out of his hand. That's how they really prefer it. With us standing on our feet, it's scaring this devil.
I got a question right here too. This is gonna back up with everything that I just said right here. This is Psalm chapter 56, and I'm gonna start at verse 4. And it says, "In Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, I will praise His word. In Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai, I will put my trust. I will not fear what flesh can do unto me. Every day they rest my word. All their thoughts are against me for evil." And it says they gather themselves together. They gather themselves together. They hide themselves. They mark my steps when they wait for my soul. Okay, it said, "Shall they escape by iniquity? In thy anger cast down the people of the Most High." All right. So right here, this is what the author is saying right here. This is the reason why we came into this wise council. Is because we don't fear these devils. Okay. That's why King David said, "I would trust what he said. I would not trust what flesh can do to me." Okay, and they so we fear Yahweh Yahweh Shah, not these devils. And it says that every day they rest my word. Okay, they basically paying attention, just like I said, they're paying attention to this live. They're on live right now watching us. And it said all their thoughts are against me for evil. All their thoughts, those laws and legislation. Okay, and they gather themselves together, they hide themselves, they mark my steps. Okay, they're watching everything we do, every detail. And it said, and when they wait for my soul, and it said, and then King David asked Yahweh Shai, right? And it said, shall they escape by iniquity? And thy anger cast down the people of the Most High. So by these laws and legislation, this is what they're getting ready to do. They're going to cast down the people of the Most High, specifically the 2/3. Yeah.
And how you gonna do that? By using his military, which is his sword. Using his military might to subdue the people and to cut our numbers down. He like, shit, abortion ain't doing it, but he's gonna lay them out right now. I don't give a damn what their age is. And look how he gonna do it is he gonna split everybody up in groups. You're gonna go to the centers and stuff, and then he gonna give you opportunity. He gonna say, what's that? Re-education.
Right.
So you're gonna get an opportunity to go ahead and bow back down, be a coon, be a sambo. And if you refuse, then he gonna see you trying to take your life. And he gonna have us probably sitting in the chair, like an electrocution chair or something like that. Gonna be interrogating us, like
Waterboard and all that.
Yep. That's the movie they do all the time. Like I said, waterboard. You like, man, what's this Black Hebrew Israelite stuff out here? Right. What's that about? What you mean? Who's the devil? I think they're gonna put the little towel in your mouth, waterboard you, and tell us to renounce, our Savior.
Who you serve? Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, us.
God. Yeah. It's kind of like that movie Roots. They're gonna be whipping us. Yeah. What's your name? Who you serve?
Right.
They're gonna want you to say, Esau. Give it up. That's why I hate that damn movie Roots, man. That dude gonna he gonna say Toby at the end. Man, I'm like, man, you got to kill me, devil. Right. Think my name Kunta. Jake always all relish that movie. Show they all a bunch of Sambo 2/3. Roots is the best movie ever made. And then I hate the whole title of that movie, Roots. I'm like, slavery is not my damn roots. And I was young thinking that too. I'm like, okay, what were we doing before we went into slavery? They don't think about that. They don't consider. They just like, okay, slavery, I was a slave. The white man ruled me. If Esau eat him, and that's all there is. And I got to be like him, otherwise he killed me. And that's Jake's common attitude right there. Jake is terrified of Esau, man. I like how you read that precept. Like, really, when you look at it, we got to be like King David, man. Right now, Esau is like a giant. He's compared to a dragon, a big fire-breathing dragon, you know, and where we is, you know, no military, no army, no none of that. All we got is what? Yahweh shall shout. Really, that's all you need right there. So your faith got to be like King David. King David, hey, with his faith, man, he didn't put on no armor, none of that. He took his little sling, his rock, that precious stone, which they can translate to Yahweh, and man, he knocked Goliath off, man. You know what I'm saying? Why should I fear this uncircumcised heathen? And that need to be our mentality. Like, man, you old chicken-looking, raw chicken-looking ass devil.
This is precept upon precept right here. This is Matthew 10:28, where it says, fear not them which kill the body, but are not able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. And that's proof right there, because it was actually said twice. Because King David said it in Psalm 56, in Psalm 56, and he's proving that he feared the Lord, whether he would rather fear the Lord rather than fear man. Okay, and that's the mindset that you need to be in.
God, and the Most High protected King David because of that faith, man. He made good on that, man. That's what y'all looking for right now. Like, who got the faith, man? I don't want to just hear you say it. I want to see you show it. Show me you got the faith, man. When the devil come down with great wrath, is you gonna stand bold, or you gonna draw back and be like, I ain't with that evil Israelite stuff. I'll be nigga, like that one dude. You know, they gonna well know you gonna do that. So I got one right here. This Psalm 37:12. The wicked plotted against the just and gnashed upon him with his teeth. When he said gnash upon him with his teeth, that's that old school word. Like, say, I got 10 men, they armed to the teeth. So that goes to your weaponry, man. So Esau is looking to use his weaponry to devour the children of Israel. Is what he's looking to do right now, man. It said the wicked plotted against the just. That's what they doing with their legislation right now. That's a plot against Yahshua. All they unrighteous decrees, like I put out earlier, you know, everything they write with the grievousness of their laws, that's to get rid of Yahshua. And to get rid of the just. They want to get rid of the hopeful elect. We're the ones ushering and doing the work. They're trying to get rid of the house of David. This temple that's been built, this devil's seeking to destroy that temple. And I'm looking like, hey, go ahead, try as you might, devil. We waiting on you to try that. Because that's really when the tide's going to turn. Because the Most High loves the house of David. He's been looking for this precious fruit. Hey, Yahweh been patiently waiting on this precious fruit. You think he about to let this devil devour this fruit that he been waiting on? This edification, this numerous multitude, the open elect, he been waiting on this for 1,000 years. So now he ready for us to hold firm in him so we can flex on this devil. Like, brothers about to get spiritual power. Like, great miracles about to happen right now. It's gonna have the devil scratching his head like, how the hell did that happen? You know? I ain't know nothing about that. What was that? What they call it? Unidentified flying aerial phenomenon. You know, the chariots come out. And this devil about to be a great fear, man. Chariots about to show up. There's been a lot of chariots active in brothers' camps, man. Our military is tuning up. You know? Hey, Lord willing, hey, I get made a battle axe and how about I'm looking to go against this devil, get used like a threshing instrument against Esau. Like we all polished up. So hey, Esau sharpened up his sword, we sharpened up ours too. By sharpening up what? Our spirit and our minds. We getting armed up, we getting ready to go battle with this devil. Right now it's a spiritual battle. It's a battle to get your mind right. You gotta get your mind right with Yahweh. That way when the destruction comes, because he's gonna use Esau to do it when they cut the lights out, no food, no water. You know, they looking for you to panic and then run to him for help to where he can, you know, mess you on up. The devil, he's looking to deliver you. It's like I read earlier, it's a snare in a trap. The devil in a trap. You know? That's why they pulling back the fuel supply. They make a farmer destroy their crops, destroy their livestock. Like Esau really, he didn't want to orchestrate the famine. And that's to put you in a position to take this device that's about to come out. That way, when you take the device, you pledge your allegiance to him. You have chosen him as your master. And that proves, when you take the device, it proves you have no faith. It proves it without no words being said. When you take the device, you prove that you don't believe Yahweh. That's why it's a stiff penalty for that. You know, that's why I'm telling you, don't take the device.
That's on the back of Ephesians 6, and I'm going to start at 16. It says, above all, take the shield of faith, wherein ye shall be shielded above. You shall be able to quench all the furies of all the fury darts of the wicked, and take the helmet of salvation and the sword of the spirit, which is the word of Yahweh.
Man, I like that part when you said take the helmet of salvation. That's talking about the wisdom right there. 'Cause the helmet goes on your head, but it's symbolically speaking about the wisdom of Yahweh about the shot.
And that wisdom, like a helmet, it protects you from injury and harm.
Right.
Because with the wisdom, you're gonna navigate differently. You ain't gonna go, I'm gonna line up and drink some orange juice.
And that helmet of salvation is Yahweh about Yahweh shot, because he said Luke paraphrase with 18, the name of the Lord is a strong tower. So you calling on that name, that is your helmet right there.
Verse 16, it says, it says, above all, take the shield of faith. And that shield goes into like, hey man, when you in the battle in the ancient times, hey, that shield is blocking the sword from hitting you.
Right.
That shield is, hey man, you can put it above your head, and the arrows, man, you blocking the arrow. And that, hey, that shield, and that faith is that shield, like it says in the precept. So we got to build up our mind and keep that faith and grow in faith, because you can't just have faith and then when the time comes, you just let it out, go out the window, because Esau rolled in on you.
That's why when you read Sirach 2:1, when he said, my son, prepared our soul for temptation. This is what we're going. This is what we're here for. We're preparing for the battle to come.
We talk about it. The more we talk about it, get edified when it comes. It's not gonna be like, they coming. We don't talk about it so much when they come. We're gonna be waiting on them. Like I see Esau creeping in my back door. Let me grab my thing.
Right.
Let me get ready for them. Like there you go. Yeah, I see them in their uniforms. And see, as you talk about it and discuss it so much, when it happens, it's not going to be a shock to your system. So 2/3 be like, oh my God, they're coming for them. I can't believe it. And see, that's that disbelief right there. They be like, I can't believe it. See, you didn't believe they was coming. See, we believe that. We waiting on it.
And that's why the 2/3 don't get caught up in the snares of the trap, where they said that when they shall say peace and safety. Those are the ones that don't get caught up in it.
And they in that right now.
Yeah. I'm going to read the rest of this. Just started off the first, it said, wherein ye shall be able to quench the fiery darts of the wicked. Just like the brother said, the 2/3, they ain't gonna be able to quench the fiery darts of the wicked. They're gonna get hit with them because they don't have that faith, man. They went in these wise counsels, building up their spirits and building up their minds and fortifying their soul and their mind and their faith to fight against the devil. You got it out.
And see, like you brought up earlier, shield going to protection. Use a shield to protect yourself. Like you said right there, that the darts, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna hold that faith up, man. Y'all about to shot. Like when your faith is real strong and it's built up, when it comes, like your faith might be so strong it's gonna scare that devil, because he look at you to be scared. So when he pop up on you with guns and stuff, you ain't scared. He's like, man, hold up, this motherfucker got somebody in a sniper in a tree or something. Like, what you got that I ain't got? What you know that I ain't know? Every other house I went to, Jake was terrified. I come to this house and this Jake over here like eating a sandwich, waiting on me, like it's a walk in the park. You know, they might be so scared, they might shit, man, I'm passing that house. That dude crazy.
The Lord, he said he's gonna lift up a standard in that day. So in that standard, hey, you go into it, I mean, to disappear. Hey, shit, Lord, hey, don't tell them what the Lord got in store in that day for the righteous.
Like he can make they system glitch up and they pass your house up. Like, we already got that one. Or it might mark off that house already been searched. And they might pass you on by. That's what we say it's good to get this truth, to get that divine intervention, to get that, that favor to come in you, in the way you want it to go. Yahweh Shai will protect this whole elect. You just gotta believe that. They go into having faith. Even if they show up at your door, just be sitting there like, oh, y'all knew y'all was coming. What's the deal? Where I gotta go? Okay, the detention center. Okay, we going there. Okay, you know what I'm saying? You're gonna have me. Oh yeah, I knew you was gonna say that. Nah, if I ain't taking it. Oh, I gotta go in the guillotine. Okay. You know what I'm saying? It might get ready to pull that button, and your spiritual power might light up. You just break that mud like Samson. Every time you ready to tie Samson up, and he just, yeah, like, man, where's the strip come from? What the heck? Well, they had to get a hold to get him. You know what I'm saying? They couldn't get him by brute force. They had to send a woman. That's what I said. A woman always make a man fall. That's our biggest weakness, a damn woman.
Right. Now, this is gonna break down everything that the Oculus book. This gonna back both of y'all up. This is Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 5. And it says, thus says the Lord, Yahweh by Shem Yahushua, cursed be the man that trusted in man and make his flesh his arm, whose heart departed from the Lord. Okay, so those are individuals that trust in this system, it's gonna be a curse on you, and you're gonna fall by that sword. Okay, verse 6. And it says, for he shall be like the heaven, in the desert, and shall not see when good cometh, but shall inhabit the perfect place in the wilderness, and shall in salt land and not inhabit it. In verse 7, it's the point right here. It says, blessed is the man that trusteth in the Lord Yahweh Yahushua, whose hope the Lord is. And it says, for he shall be as a tree planted by the water that spread it out her root by the rivers, and shall not see when the heat cometh, but her leaf shall be green, and shall not be careful in years of drought, and neither shall cease from yielding fruit.
That one the protection right there. You really think about that precept and really get to understand of it, man. The Most High saying, hey, you come by me because what we doing now, these scriptures is living waters. So as you get these living waters, he say, what? You're going to be like a green tree. You're going to grow. And he said, protect you from the heat. So Esau bring the fire. Hey, it ain't gonna mean nothing to you. It ain't gonna do nothing to you. They said, man, all you need is one cherry to pop up. One cherry can light up all Alpha Bravo team. It's by itself.
It said, that precept said, his roots spread it. That means, he was 10 toes down. He was steadfast. Nothing could push him over. When Esau came, y'all about shimmy out shot. Ain't nothing else going. Hey, and the Lord protect him.
God, I like how you brought that up. When your roots spread, that means you're grounded.
That's strong.
You're grounded, you're solid. You know, the wind can blow. You know, like another person say, like, certain people, they blow with any wayward doctrine, blowing the wind.
Talk to and fro with every wind of doctrine.
Yup, right there. See, if you ain't rooted and grounded, you gonna blow away when the wind comes. He's all gonna huff and puff like a big bad wolf, and there you go. If you grounded in this thing, your roots went down, you get them living water, you rooted and grounded, man, you gonna blow like a mother, you gonna be swaying. You like, hey man, I'm still up here, man. What you talking about? I'm about to grow some fruit. You know what I'm saying? So I like a good solid tree, man. It's good to be all the way vested and all the way in this truth. Cause that's really gonna profit you. You know, and it's time to let your faith shine. And then like your faith got to be built up, like I said earlier. Ain't no watch one lesson. And I was saying, I got it made, I'm ready. Nah, this is a building up process, man. Edification, you got to do this daily. It's like, that's why I say get your daily bread. Right. You know, you got to get back. Like, by the time Esau show up, you need to be like a fat, big old buff, fat sheep. You know, this full of all the wisdom. You hop out your shot like, man, what you talking about, Esau?
That reminds me of when Yahweh Shah was being tempted by the serpent, and then the serpent said, turn this food into stone. And he said it is not lawful. Luke Pepper is not lawful for man to live by bread alone, but by the word of Yahweh Shah. So it's important for you to meditate on His word day and night, and that's how you get to build yourself up.
Especially by our generation, we the ones about to see Esau come down with great wrath. Worse than 70 AD. Worse when he put us in slavery. Like this time, this devil, his sword is like I read out. It's perfect. It's perfected. This devil got technology. You got drones. You got satellite weapons. Direct energy. They got a weapon where they can turn a hypersonic sound on and like mess your whole hearing up. They just throw it in the house and you just on the ground. And they throw in a little flashbang grenade. Man, they got technology. Like if you don't sip on some orange juice, they might just push a button and you just get the shakes and stuff.
See, and that's elaborate.
Or your whole body just lock up.
And elaborate even further on that point. The only reason why we know who Esau Edom is and we know who his weapons is by the meditation of His word, man. So get in His word.
Because it laid out there, it tells you he's Esau. Then it tells you his nickname, he's the wicked.
Right. I got something to back you up. You said, hey, you got to come down like any other time. Not other than any other time. This is Daniel 21. It says, and at that time, Michael should stand up. The great prince was standing for the children of his people, and there shall be a time of trouble, such as never was seen there was since a nation, even to the same time. And at that time, thy people shall be delivered; every one shall be found written in the book. Hey, so he said, it says it's gonna be a time of trouble that never was seen before, and never going into what the brother Tayasharala just said. It's gonna be worse than 70 AD. It's gonna be worse than transatlantic slave trade. It's gonna be worse than all those times. So we gotta be rooted in the ground. We gotta have that hope. And you can't really hope if you don't have faith, because you don't even know what you're hoping in. We got it.
God, it's gonna be worse when they attack that burden. It's gonna be worse than they attack what we're standing at right now, Black Wall Street. This devil about to come with great wrath. We're talking about, hey, the sword, man. This devil got so much weaponry, man. He got stuff in. You see, he get put up. He gonna come with his Terminator, robot soldiers, all of that. And
just to back up, I go precept on precept. This is Jeremiah chapter 30 and 7. And it says, alas, for that day is great, so that none is like it. It is even the time of Jacob's trouble, but he shall be saved out of it. For it shall come to pass in that day, said the Lord of hosts, that goes the army, the chariot, that I will break his yoke from off thy neck, and I will burst my bonds, and strangers shall no more serve themselves of him. But they shall serve the Lord their power, and David their king, whom I will raise up unto them.
So when Esau rolled in on us, man, we really should be rejoicing because Yahweh Shimmy Shai is right around the corner. Hey, when Esau rolled in like a flood, hey, Yahweh Shai gonna crack them sky. So is Michael, just like you read in Daniel 12:1.
I'm gonna preach up right here. Verse 10, it says, therefore, build thou them not, O my servant Jacob, said the Lord, neither be dismayed, O Israel, for lo, I will save thee from afar, and thy seed from the land of their captivity, and Jacob shall return and shall be in rest and be quiet, and none shall make him afraid.
So there's nothing to be fearful about. Just like the precept said, the Lord didn't give us a spirit of fear. You got it right.
Man, I like them prayers. Should have shivered down my spine on that one right there. Hey, most I said I'm gonna protect my hope elect, man. The scripture y'all just read right there. So what do we need to fear? Really, this is us getting out of here. We waiting on Esau to put his hands on us. Archangel gonna rise up to the battle. Yahweh gonna rise up to the battle like you read the precept, Lord of hosts. Who is he hosting? Lord of hosts, man, we got a military. And our military is way better than Esau's. Our military is like supernatural paranormal. You know, it's gonna scare Esau. Like it might be a spirit that rises about the ground and just tear up all the troops.
I believe it was Elijah or Elisha, but it was an army coming out in front of him, and he told him like, hey man, don't be scared because it's more to be with us than to be with them. And he opened up the eyes of the I think Elisha that was on the side of him, and he looked in the sky and he seen all the chariots that was around in the battle, and it was way more than the army that was in front of him. So hey man, that's what we got. Hey, that's what we got on our side. Esau, he don't make shit, man. He just carnal. Hey, his little sword, his little gun ain't shit to a concentrated laser beam, man.
And the spiritual being, they say you're gonna see angels rise up on our behalf. What's it called? Apparitions. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Esau about to get haunted, man.
You're gonna see men with lightning coming out of their hands, and fires out of their eyes coming out, man.
Like X-Men, my favorite cartoon I was a child, man. Like Superman, he might just laser up. Wow!
I was just watching Dragon Ball Z yesterday too.
Yeah, I've been watching that a lot lately. I got my children watching that, man. Oh man, the most I used to tell something about to go down. And I watched it as a child, left it alone. All of a sudden now it's like I think it was on Hulu. I started watching. Now I just be watching it, man.
That's the best thing going right now.
I got my children watching it. Like my little girl, she be man. So, hey, when she see spiritual power, they be like, I seen this in the cartoon. Like, I had a dream too. I had blasted the devil with some lightning, man, and his whole body went to pieces. So, this thing is not far-fetched. Y'all good. This thing is not far-fetched, man, at all. It's about to happen. Like, you can look at all these shows they got coming out. You got the Avengers, DC Heroes of Tomorrow, Teen Titans. Like, even with Superman, like, I feel like this devil really told himself with Superman. Like, why you give him a Hebrew name? You know? And then he get his power from the sun? Just like we get our power from the sun. You know? The son of Yahweh. So I'm like, all you did was read the Bible and make that character. I'm like, that's why I always like Superman. I always I'm more of a fan of Marvel, but one of my favorite heroes is always Superman. Because like I like his skill set. He can fly, super strong, laser vision, and like the more he in the sun, the more powerful he gets. So I'm like, and then his name is Kal-El. That's better Hebrew for all powerful. So I'm like, this dude got a Hebrew name? So these devils, man, they know these scriptures, man. Esau know what's on the books. He know about the 144,000. That's why he's so hell-bent on getting his technology up the par. And it's still going to be, like I said earlier, this technology still going to be behind what we got. It'll never be on par with Yahweh Shai. He's already desperately trying to get up the ground. Like, Elon Musk probably arguing with people like, that ain't strong enough. They're going to run right through that. I need titanium, armoroid, I need vibranium. Yeah,
that's some DC shit.
Yeah. Be like, you know what they got? This is not gonna cut it. You know, that's why the devil's stressed out, man. That's why they're like, fuck it, I'm just gonna get my rocket ship, man. We ain't got nothing to combat this, man. like brothers gonna have powers like Dr. Doom, you know, Fantastic Four, Human Torch. You know, he just lights stuff up. You know.
I got a quick one to back you up right here. This is James chapter 2 and verse 19. And it says, thou believest that there is one power, thou doest well. The devils also believe and tremble.
And they trembling. Why do you think these devils got $1 billion bunkers? Why do you think they got space stations and rocket ships trying to colonize other planets? Man, they know what's coming. We know what's coming, but yeah, we on the right side of it. So we not scared of what's coming, but he on the wrong. He has no place of repentance. So Esau's on the wrong side of what's coming, and that devil's scared. Because all the stuff we talking about that's about to come into play, he know it too. And he has no remedy for that. So this devil like it's only thing like I'm talking Big the Maccabees. These devils are using lasers trying to open up the firmament so they can get up out of here, man. They know what's coming. And they did all that dirt. That's why the weather all messed up. Why some places flood, some places overheat. These devils are shooting lasers in the sky. They trying to open up the firmament to get out of here. And like, well, we have the Maccabees we talking about. The firmament is like skin. It's like flesh. When you open it up, it closes itself. You know? So the devil, he trying to get the technology up so he can get out of here. He ain't getting out of here. All that little moon landing, all that, man, them devils ain't went there.
That
they
show
can't
on
get out of
Netflix,
here.
that show on Netflix, Stranger Things, where they would open up a portal into a world.
Yeah, he trying to do that to get out of here because he know he got a ass whooping coming that's like on a biblical scale. That's what's gonna be so bad. Him and his children gonna get sold on auction blocks. There ain't nothing they can do about it. Here come that whip. You know, and I'm bringing the precept out here. This is going to faith too. This is another from Jeremiah Gabar. This is 1 Peter 1:13. Wherefore, gird up the loins of your mind, be sober and hope to the end, for the grace that is be brought unto you at the revelation of Yahushua HaMashiach. So like I said earlier, man, that's to gird up your mind. That means get your mind right. It said be sober. Don't be drunk on these foreign philosophies. Don't be over here on some Islam, Hotel Comedic, the universe is one, witchcraft, plantation Christianity, which is a very strong, messed up wine. That stuff had you totally naked. You know, it said be sober. And he said hope to the end. That don't mean, I got hope now, I believe now when the troops come out, hey man, I don't want to be a Hebrew Israelite no more. Nah, man, that's weak. That's that drawback spirit. Y'all but you ain't dealing with no man like that. You're not acceptable. You're not worthy of getting the kingdom of heaven on the first go around. Because like, man, as soon as the devil showed up, you bow down. That's weakness. Y'all but y'all looking for great kings. You're looking for men to be bold as lions. You ain't looking to deal with no weak men, establish king with weak men. You looking for men that's like, as soon as the IRS come to them guns, we like, man, what's up, man? What's the deal, man? All right, yeah, what up? You know, just be all calm. Let's just say this word gonna have us. We gonna be so versed in the truth when these troops come, man. We gonna be calm. Like, okay, I knew you was coming. I said it's gonna scare that devil. We like, man, what the heck? He ain't crying and stuff. Last time we went to that dude over there crying, trying to offer me money. Blowing snot boogers.
I got another one.
Don't kill me. Don't kill me like Pinky and what's that? Next Friday, don't kill me, yo, bro. I got 3 kids. The code to the safe, man. Yeah. Yeah, man. I was like dealing with no Pinky,
man. The number to the safe, man. The 225.
Yeah, God. He ain't dealing with that, man. As soon as he show, he get to crying and like, dude, you was just gangster a minute ago.
Right. Like, I got a quick one, another quick one just to go into faith right here. This is Sirach, chapter 2 and 10. And it says, look at the generations of old. Okay, all you got to do is go back to the old prophet, King David, Job, Daniel, you know, the 3 holy children, all of those people, and look to them for an example. Okay, it says, look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord, Yahweh Yahushua, and was confounded? Did any of those individuals, those old prophets, get confounded by Yahweh Yahushua? The answer is no. And it said, or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Did any of those prophets fear that Yahweh Yahushua and Yahweh Yahushua forsake them? The answer is no. And it said, or whom did he ever despise and then call upon him? And that answer to that is no. So that's why when you look at the generation of old, look at Job, Daniel, 3 holy children, and so on and so forth. They all had, for the most part, they feared Yahweh Yahushua, the whole duty of man, and they kept his commandments to the best of their ability. And Yahweh Yahushua blessed them for that. Okay?
I got one. Shout out to the brother on the comment board. It says, verse Luke 18:7, and shall And shall not Yahweh avenge his own elect, which cry day and night unto him?
Right.
Though he bear long with them, I tell you that I will avenge them speedily. Nevertheless, when the Son of Man cometh, shall he find faith on earth? And the question is yes, because that's why he's going to avenge us speedily, because it's going to be the hopeful elect with the faith and the hope that's going to be there that he's going to come to save. Shout out to the brother Jeremiah Gabar on the coming board.
And that's beautiful right there, because like when you pray daily, do all of the things that the word said, then that increase your faith right there, and Yahweh Yahweh is going to have you every time. That's why that goes back to meditating on the word day and night.
Who cries day and night?
Yep.
The hopeful elect. So the Lord is going to avenge those of the hopeful elect, those who calling on his name.
Esau is not going to be able to cap off his enterprise. He's about to get upsetted, man. Yahweh Shah set this devil up for a great fall. I'm going to bring this out right here. This is Job 20 and 15. He has swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again. Yahweh shall cast them out of his belly. This devil about to lose everything he got, man. Everything's been set up for him to get knocked upside the head, man. Like, he been lifted up in pride. He got this sword. He think he about to roll on Yasharala, and when he do that, and Yasharala gonna holler out to the husband, to our Savior, our help.
23.
Yeah, I probably hit that too. I was going to elaborate on it. When this devil, you know what I'm saying, when he get ready to attack that woman, like basically like a woman. You know, we compare it to a woman, the nation of Israel. So when this devil look to ravish us, we gonna holler out, hey, and Lord willing, y'all shall hear us. You part of that person hopefully elect. Hey, when that man show up, man, ain't gonna show up, hey, built up like, you know, like a tank or something, man. Ready to put some blows on this devil, like, hey, man, you know. And then the wife a virgin and all that, like, man, you better not touch my clean, righteous wife, man. What you talking about? Hey, yeah, you about to bloody him up. You about to bloody this devil up, man. This devil about to lose everything he got. He about to go into slavery, and he's not gonna make it, man. I'm gonna read out 20 and 18. This is Job 20:18. That which he labored for, shall he restore and shall not swallow it down according to his substance? Shall not the restitution be? And he shall not rejoice therein, because he hath oppressed and hath forsaken the poor, because he hath violently taken away a house which he buildeth not. It goes right into this country we're standing on right now. Esau Edom took this country, you know, killed the Native Americans, used the African Americans to build it up, you know, and with that, hey, he got a price to pay for that. And we in that hour. We in the judgment. And the devil can't say, oh, no, we ain't. Man, your country going down the hole, man. Your money messed up. You got Russia coming to get you. You got China. Moab is the Lord's wash pot. You better come wash the devil out. You know? Hot and ready nukes for this devil.
I got a quick one. This is another precept off the comic board. Shalom, Jeremiah Gabar. This is Deuteronomy 31 and 6. And this is the law right here. How about Yahweh commanded us? He said, Deuteronomy 31 and 6, he said, be strong and of good courage, fear not, nor be afraid of them, for the Lord thy power, he is that doeth go with thee, and he will not fail thee, nor forsake thee.
All right? Yeah. I fail you off for safety. And then like you brought up earlier, a good example is that is Daniel in the lion's den. Think about that. They tossed Daniel in the lion's den with hungry lions, man. A lion is a very ferocious beast. There had to be some scary stuff right there. And I put myself in Daniel's mind frame, and the only thing that held Daniel down was holding on to his faith, man. And then look, the Most High closed them lions' mouth up.
That's how you know the power of Yahweh Yahweh. When you said when you read Jeremiah 5 and 22, where it said, "Fear not me, who had the power to control the ocean." That's the power of Yahweh Yahweh. He closed. That's how you know he controls all things right there. So why not trust in Yahweh Yahweh?
Yahweh Shah teleported Habakkuk to Daniel in the lion's den to eat in the midst of some hungry lions, man. That's crazy right there.
So you got teleportation in the scriptures, man. That's why I see how they can't believe in that, like Nightcrawler or something like that. Like, you had an example of that. And then you prayed, boom, hey, gave him some food, and boom, be back at the house.
And then Yahweh Yahweh is going to send animals just to protect you up for your sake. So that was a script you can read in the book of 1 Kings, where Elisha actually sent cursing children and basically it cursed them. And then the birds came out and destroyed the those kids in the name of Yahweh Yahweh. So the Lord of hosts is also the angel, and it's also the animal that's walking upon the earth as well.
Going to any military. The Lord of hosts is Yahweh Shai. You know? And Yahweh Shai, hey, he been given all power and dominion from what? His father, Yahweh. You know, who's the creator of everything, makes everything. So we got everything protecting us. Why should we fear these devils? Why? You know, this devil, he gotta subscribe to what you have about your child say. That's how all he doing is following the playbook. The playbook of being the wicked. So I should be afraid of it, man. We not worried about nothing these devils is doing, man.
That's just like big brother Elder Mazakba out of South Carolina, where he said he created the wicked to be perfectly wicked. That's what he said.
Mm-hmm. And they fit that to the T. That's why they destroy everything. You know, and we in the seas where the wicked about to get destroyed. So we should be rejoicing.
And that's why it's important for you to believe that Yahweh Yahweh made everything perfect. Okay, he is perfect in all his creation.
But I'm about to bring this right here since I said that. This is Job 20 and 22. In the fullness of his sufficiency, he shall be in straits. Every hand of the wicked shall come upon him. When he is about to fill his belly, Yahweh shall cast the fury of his wrath upon him and shall rain it upon him while he is eating. So why these devils over here like, oh yeah, I'm about to get all the devices in their body. We're going to get all them up in the system. We're going to watch everybody, know their every transaction. They think they're going to sit back, watch everybody with a touch of a button, got everybody on a computer screen. Man, when he's setting that whole plan up, everything is going to go bad, man. Like that movie else said, Don't Look Up, where he had that plan and all the robots destroying. He said, well, you know, I'm about to go to the restroom. And he backed up and ran to a spaceship. That's going to be, man, what's I called out. That's why we look at the devil like, go ahead and try to put your plan up. That shit about to fail. And look, another reason I was going to fail, the Georgia Guidestones got blew up. That just went and demolished all of it. And I was like, that's a normal over what's going to happen with your whole plan. Them devils had them statues up, I want to say, since the 80s. Then one of the slabs got blew up, so they just knocked it all down. Like, that's your plan right there. Esau's going to get demolished. How about Shai? Hey, he played book. He's writing this whole play out. And you can see the devil's about to be disappointed. He's not going to establish. The only ones he's going to get is the 2/3, which they need judgment. They ain't right, you know? And they getting that. That's a righteous thing right there because they believed in this devil. So it's only right that he be the one to go ahead and put him out the misery, you know? And that's what you get for believing in him. That's they're going to be all this country and I'm going to vote and my rights and all that means going to kick the door in. They're going to be scared because they, like I said, they thought they was in peace and safety. Then they're going to show up. They're going to be like Pinky crying and stuff. I got 3 children. I get paid Friday.
Hey. They ain't gonna realize because the word said riches profit not in the day of wrath right there. So all that shit ain't gonna mean nothing. You just don't get destroyed.
Yeah, they think they can buy their way out of it. You know, like they've been in court a couple times in the past. So they think they can throw some money at it.
What's that? 1 Thessalonians 5 and 3. Because if I remember it correctly, it said when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction come upon them as a veil upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape. So they ain't gonna escape. Your money ain't gonna get you out of this bullshit. You know? And even Esau, his money ain't gonna get him out of it. All right?
You hit it on the point, huh? Yeah. Want me to put it out though?
Yeah, you got it out.
Yeah, this 1 Thessalonians 5 and 3. When they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction come upon them, as the veil of a woman with child, and they should not escape. Yes, I can hit that word for word right there, man.
And that right there is word for word, because it's like, if you really think about it, when the scripture said in Proverbs, when it said, riches profit not in the day of wrath, the day of wrath is the day that the Lord Yahweh Yahweh is going to visit the earth. That day of wrath, your money, it ain't going to be shit. It ain't going to mean nothing. So that basically means that Esau at the end of the world, Jacob the beginning of the fall. That's the only thing that's going to matter in the day of the day of wrath. That's the only thing that's going to matter.
They're going to crash the dollar. Yep. They're about to do away with that. So the dollar ain't even going to matter. Like, they think he's doing, putting the money to his ears. He called the money, calling them in a minute. That's going to be number paper. They're going to a whole digital system. So that ain't going to work. And like I said, I like how the scripture said, like a woman travail a child. That means they're going to be like a pregnant woman. And then, like, all of us that got children, you see your old lady being pregnant, and she didn't look like she was in a good mood. You know, they're going to be, yeah. hold their sons. They probably be throwing up.
They're gonna be travailable upon a woman with child. That travail is gonna go into your pain, your suffering, all of those things. You're gonna see your children be slaughtered in front of you. That's gonna travail you right there.
God, you had a person earlier said that if you abide in Yahweh your seed should be saved. So a lot of dudes ain't even putting the covering up for their seeds, man. They put the covering up. I'm gonna get a good job,
Right.
10-year plan. I'm gonna send little Susie to college. You know,
doing all, basically spending all your time being joined unto Esau. And as the scripture said, Esau, those who join unto Esau shall be thrust through with the sword.
I got a what they call that? A trust fund put up a little tata.
Yeah.
You know, he gonna open up a business, a dispensary. You know, things of that nature, man. And like when you listen to Jake, like I bet the job, that is Jake's whole mentality. They looking for plans to be established in Babylon. And I'm looking, I'm like, if you're not paying attention to what's going on, dude, ain't none of that shit about to come off the ground, man. They about to get rid of that, man. Like, you better be ducking for cover. And I be looking at him and the Spirit Lord on me now. Like, I be looking at Jake like, man, you feel them much? You feel this? I ain't telling you shit.
I've been in that spirit.
Yeah, all they gonna do is go tell on you.
We're telling you that the whole infrastructure of America, aka Babylon the Great, is about to be destroyed, about to be demolished. Even Yahweh Shai said it to his disciples. He said, see all these things are gonna be desolate. Every stone and every every building, every stone. Loosely paraphrased, man. So all of these things, so why putting your trust in this American society when it's about to be done with? It's about to be done away with, man.
America's coming after you with the sword, and you're putting yourself in the trust.
Right, man. Look, you're Michael Parker on comic board. I didn't know this. They come out with another Superman, and it's gonna be played by Michael B. Jordan,
man,
or by Jake. So I'm like, we gotta be authentic now. I'm like, dang, and look, that's gonna piss Esau off.
Yep.
Like, what? I thought we were Superman. No, you've been lied to. You've never been Superman. You've been the goddamn devil. Now they gotta be. That's a notice. Esau, like the movie Prey. When I'm talking about that, like Esau coming with the truth right now. It's like they don't care about showing their people in good light no more. They're like, now I need to be historical accurate.
And that further proves that our people is the salt of the earth right here. Everything we do, we go hard in it, no matter what.
They ain't never been Superman. They've been Lex Luthor.
Yeah.
The whole man, mad scientist with devious plans and plots. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you hit on the head right there. Always been Lex Luthor, man. Always coming with a plot, a plan to subdue something. You know, and look, what's kryptonite? Being in sin.
Yeah.
Not knowing how about that's the kryptonite right there. So we cast off that sin. Hey, kryptonite don't work no more. And without that, hey, he ain't got no weapon. He has no weapon. And that's the only thing he got. And what else could be kryptonite? A woman? You know? Shit, we chasing Sophia now, wisdom. Shit, you know? Yeah, we doubling down on that, you know? So, man, this devil really ain't got no choice, you know? He really ain't got nothing coming, man, but destruction and great rap. And like what's so cool about the scriptures, he the one gonna kick it off. He gonna kick off his own destruction. He gonna set it off. Not us, but him. You know, we sitting back trying to do what we do. This devil gonna be, he gonna start it, we gonna finish it. It's how it's gonna be.
Exactly. He saw the end of the world, Jacob the beginning of it, and follow.
Yeah, so that's what we looking like. We look at this devil, we're dragging your feet. So we like, yeah, go ahead, sign into the law. Go ahead, come with your plans, and then we're gonna see about you at the end. You know, we're gonna come with our faith, you're gonna come with your carnal weapons, and we gonna see.
We know the end of the book.
And that's the spirit of prophecy right there.
I got one more real quick. This is particular for Esau. This is James chapter 5 and verse 1. And it said, go to now, ye rich men, weep and howl for your misery that shall come upon you. Your riches are corrupted, and your garments are moth-eaten. Your gold and silver is cankered, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire, and ye shall heap treasures together for the last days. Man, so yeah, that's Esau Edom to the fullest.
I was talking to God yesterday walking. I said, just help me. I need you help me do this. Leave me alone. And the sun came up, and I opened my eyes, and it was so bright. Darkness lifted, and I felt it. And I just followed the sun was just like beaming, and it cleared off the church over there. And I followed it. all the started, he was following me like lifted. It's so big of it, so bright. I didn't even know where it was at for me. But I gotta change my ways. I gotta get some dope, and and I'm not this home. It's not me. It's not even me, but Falcon real.
He's coming. Y'all Shaw's definitely on the way. Lord is coming, man. You can tell with all the stuff going on,
Yeah.
situations happening. So you can tell it's in the time.
And it's up to me to change it. I gotta change. I gotta make a change. But
You got a short time to do it.
yeah, it's like people following me, especially with me stuff, and all that was gone. It was like I opened my eyes and it was so bright, but it was so dark for so long. I was wanting to, it was like I felt and it was so bright.
You guys got that time. Darkness been done away with.
Yeah.
Light is coming out. It's shining bright. You devils can't stand it either.
See, I got Steve stole my debit card. Since my debit card, I was on my way to get an apartment. I had to deposit rent, pay the phone, and the dog. It's a story. So I actually get an apartment. I know I don't want to get this. I got the people sleeping everywhere. That's not even me.
Keep seeking the Lord.
Yeah. Thank you. I know.
His name is Yahweh. The Heavenly Father's name is Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua. The Heavenly Father's name is Yahweh, and his son's name is Yahushua. I seek the Lord while he may be found.
And in the evangelism, following me, they're trying to pop up, and I see God just stuck went away. Everything is present. Jesus is there.
That being said, hey, hope it's been edifying when we all praise the Lord too. Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rakadash. Hey, Shalom, all the Akim on the comment board. Aqua, hey, stay in the truth. Hey, we almost home, man.
The water for the precepts, Akim.
Hey, this devil's frustrated. This devil, hey, he's about to take that L, man. We about to get up out of here. Yahushua's coming back.
The water for the
Soon.
precept. Gabar Dama, the water for your precept. Yeah, Maya Gabar, the water. Shalom, Shalom, Bakata.